If you're anything like me, you enjoy eating food. And that tends to be the nutritional thing that keeps us alive. But what about unnecessary things that just taste good? Well, we make things out of other products which are less efficient than the main product. Take, for example, apple juice, applesauce, and apple cider. So we're going to take these two drinks and I'm going to try out different ways of making reductions. Reductions, as I'm sure you're aware, is just the simple process of boiling out excess liquids and trying to get the solids out of these items. But now hold up. This is basically just sugar and water and apple materials. So what are we going to be left with as a result if we essentially boil out all the liquid? Well, that's what we're going to test. So I love trying weird things. It is my biggest passion. And I love the idea of doing unconventional things with conventional things. So we're going to be taking these items, the apple cider, a pumpkin spice apple cider, and then unsweetened applesauce, and I'm going to just combine and boil all of these down to see what we're left with. And the end result, we're going to experiment in a lot of different things, such as coffee, toasts, other products that we can find on the spot. And in lieu of reducing down liquids in boring videos that you've watched 1,000 times over, you can look in the description and I'll give you more accurate, detailed information about how long it took me to reduce these liquids down in each one with the applesauce, without the applesauce. And while you're in the description down below, you can get free stocks, not free applesauce. You can get free stocks and free cryptocurrencies. Check out the link in the description down below. Follow that link and that'll bring you to some sites. You can use my affiliate links. And if you use any of them, you get a small kickback and I get a small kickback as well. So thank you for taking the time to look in the description down below. So you have no idea what we're doing here, right?
No, I know it involves apples and coffee and chocolate and toast. That's about it.
What gave you that impression?
My eyes.
So what I did was I thought of apple juice as a weird reduction. You might not get it, but I think you get it when I say, why is it that when you take an apple and you beat it into a pulp, it becomes like applesauce? And then you have apple juice, which is literally just a liquid extraction, but what happens to the physical properties of it? You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I was wondering to myself, I'm like, okay, how close to an apple can I make any of these things taste if I turn them into kind of a reduction? And then I took the principle and I said, okay, if I can make a reduction out of it, what if I tried using applesauce as like a thickener and try to make it into more like a sauce? Or a flavor additive. So I wanted to do 3 different reasons that you would probably use this item. And the first and the most obvious one is jam. Because obviously you use jelly, you use jam, you throw it on your toast. But how many people can honestly say they use a reduction?
Nobody does that.
Nobody has ever used a reduction.
Never in their life has anyone reduced anything. You are inventing this right now.
I am a genius! So, the first one, which, hey. I know it's been sitting in the fridge for 3 days, and we didn't record anything, but I don't want to hear your complaints, by the way. But
all of my complaints are happening right now.
the first one we have is just apple cider, and I reduced it down to this liquid. Look at that consistency.
Like a honey consistency.
Yeah, so I'm excited to try this one first.
Okay, let's do it!
This one is just pure apple reduction. The next one is apple plus the apple sauce.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man, that's a jam and jam.
That's better than jam.
Yeah, really good. Oh, man.
In a weird way, I feel like I ate a ketchup. Like, I just had an amazing apricot, and then I had some ketchup with it almost. That's really weird, but I dig it. It kind of just slaps you with apple.
Yeah.
It says, hey, where's my money? And then it goes, here's your dessert, and it throws an apricot in your face at the end after you've already bent over. It's really interesting. So now, nobody else! So I have a question for you.
Okay.
You want to go on the chocolate or the coffee next, or do you want to just keep plowing through the bread ones first?
Let's go with chocolate.
All right, let's go with chocolate. Yeah, because I have no idea if it's better just to test the same thing over and over, or to test the items it's on over and over. This is 95% cocoa.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I went heavy on that because I'm like, the whole point is this is the sweet. So that's horrible.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you smashed it up into little pieces, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Here's exactly what you should do, and you would blow your face. That chocolate smashed up on a strawberry.
Heck yeah.
That would be phenomenal. Like, I just sit there and I'm like, I want a strawberry with that. And I don't like chocolate covered strawberries. I hate them. I think they're kind of yucky with all seeds. But if you can get a just strawberry slice topped with it, I could eat that all day. That's phenomenal. And now the last one, which honestly, the applesauce one is probably going to be close to the same. I'm kind of intrigued to see what happens. We're going to start off with the regular coffee. And then I'm just going to put the rest of this. No, I'm not going to put the rest of this because that would make it overly sweet. And this is a hazelnut coffee. No sugar, no cream. But I was thinking about it. So the reason I wanted to choose a coffee is because I'm sick of just sugar and cream. I think it's terrible. And so what I like to do is I like to make my coffee with like good high quality beans, but like sugar and cream is only ever going to be the same. So how do you spruce up a pretty basic simplistic formula? Well, you throw in flavor, and you can throw in like vanilla or hazelnut, but they tend to only be creams or sugars, and the sugars on top of that, you can't really do anything other than just white sugar, sweet and low, Truvia, but there's a whole spectrum of sweetness you can use, so I was like, well, why not try apple? So I'm gonna taste first.
Okay.
I don't want it. I drink it and I'm like, I want it for dessert.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that flavor in the morning because it's not expected. So I'm like offended by it, but I'd rather drink it for dessert.
Sure.
I know, it doesn't make sense. I'd rather have it as a dessert. So now actually the question is that we have so little left. I probably shouldn't have taken the second sip. We're gonna have to try with the thickened one. You know what? No, we probably shouldn't try with the thickened one. Thickened appley chunky stuff probably doesn't go well in coffee.
Probably not so much.
Well, with that being said, then we're gonna go over to the next one. Okay. This one's pumpkin spice. So it's the same exact apple cider, it's just flavored with pumpkin spice. The only difference was that I noticed when they were doing like whatever they did to make this one, they put in like chunks. So this one's a lot thicker, as you can tell. I didn't burn it, that's the only good thing. I did burn the pineapple one a little bit, but we're gonna try this one in the coffee as well. I just realized I'm supposed to use the forks for this.
Well, it's too late now.
Well, you know...
They're just there for show at this point.
Ew.
Ugh. Yeah.
I tasted nothing, and then I tasted chalk.
I felt like I had acid reflux. Like, that's what it tastes like to me.
You had what?
That it tastes like acid reflux to me.
It tastes like acid reflux.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I taste literally nothing. And then I just taste like I licked chalk. Weird. I'm mesmerized by how shitty that is.
Well, looks like coffee was a failure.
Looks like I have another coffee to replace it.
That you also don't like.
Oh, shit.
You forgot which one was which?
No. This is the apple.
All right.
I think.
We'll find out. Oh, now we're using the forks?
Now we're using the forks.
Okay.
Let's go. It's me, your boy, Baalin, getting in you with the Applesauce.
No.
Why am I doing this?
This is a horrible... You know not to cut towards your fingers. And
I am a professional.
It tastes like applesauce.
It tastes just like applesauce that's a little tangy.
Yeah.
Wow. That's sad. Let's try it with the chocolate.
All right.
See, I'm intrigued at the fact that I'm getting different taste and profiles off of each one. That I'm like, I bet you this is gonna taste good. Oh, maybe I'll get a little smaller piece. Just to try. But I'm like, I bet this is gonna taste better. Okay, that's like way better by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just had a sweet, great treat.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nice bouquet of flavors. the applesauce reduction all complements each other. That's weird, man. That's not how science works. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
That's where it's at.
Yep.
I feel like I was just slapped against the wall like, you're gonna fucking love me. Somebody just literally just went, you're gonna fucking love me.
You were really lucky that didn't break.
I may have gone a little overboard. I don't need your sass. Time for number 2.
Okay.
This tart. That's all it is. It just tastes like a little tart.
Yeah.
If you put it in like maybe a pie crust, a little small springform pan,
Yeah.
throw a little maybe like walnut over it, that'd be it.
Sure.
All right, the last one for the toast, and then we'll go to the chocolates to finish off because we only have 3 more to test.
Oh joy. Looking forward to all of that bitter chocolate, all back to back.
We're only doing 2 for the chocolate. We're not doing this one on the chocolate, so
Okay.
I effed this one up a bit. As you can tell, it's a little more burnt than I meant it to be. It won't be bad. So this one's banana, pineapple, mango juice. And I did the reduction, but I left it in the pan a little too long. So keep in mind that I did it on accident. It shouldn't be as cooked as this one. So please bear with me during these troubling times. We can't all be perfect. This is the thing about like cooking shows that I don't like them for. I want to see them make the mess ups. That's why I like binging with Babish's stuff. He shows you when he messes up, but he doesn't taste the mess ups. So it's kind of lame. And I'm of the opinion, I'm like, you should try it. Maybe you like it. Granted, this is just burnt sugar, so I know I'm not gonna like it. But it's there.
Alright, so we did not really care for that one.
Okay.
Got a smoky flavor to it.
So like, even if it wasn't burnt, it wasn't good. Even if it was just cooked the right way, reduced the right way, it wouldn't have worked on the toast. But I think it'll work fine on the chocolate, so I'm gonna try it with the chocolate. Do you want to try it with me on the chocolate?
Okay.
We'll just try it right away, and I'll give you a nice small piece.
Nice.
Ugh. I'm gonna be punished again after this one. Jesus Christ. It's gonna sound stupid. That just tasted like a chocolate-covered strawberry with like a little pineapple juice on it. I don't hate it. I kind of like it. I still just get tons of burnt flavor. I'd fuck with it though. And let's try this last one that I didn't totally forget was the last one.
No, everyone knows that. You were just testing everyone to see if they knew
Exactly.
it was the last one.
So this one was the hybrid blend where it was, I think, 2 or so. This was more of the juice than it was the applesauce. Honestly, I think this one's going to be surprising. I rescind my previous statement. You know what it just tastes like? It tastes like fancy applesauce.
Yeah, that's about it.
But that's the best of them, definitely, for sure. 2-to-1 ratio. Tastes like really good applesauce, but that's it. So, with that, let's try one more and be done. And then we can reasonably say this test is A.
Hey, are you Canadian now? A success?
Hey!
Is that what you were going for?
Yes, I was going for a success. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Or failure, whichever one suits your needs.
There were some really good things in there. I'll be honest, after a while, like, they all just kind of tasted the same.
Oh, I got a different flavor every time. I just kind of was like, just go through it. I wish, like you said, we had a palate cleanser. That would have given a lot more freedom to figure out.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I think the key with any of these types of things, it's not about what is the best or what's the... No, it's literally just going, take ideas, create something new. Take something that you think nobody's ever thought of and try it. You never know. I would wholeheartedly serve some of these at a party.
Heck yeah.
I sit there and I'm like, flavored apple coffee? That sounds fucking great. But people sit there and they think to themselves, no, you have to do it this way or I need a recipe. No, none of that. Try things out, give it a taste. You never know, you might like it.